Like I said, when you were talking about, especially you should have a definition on a man. I think that was a really good point where it was a perspective I never thought about as well too, and that really got me thinking. Like, if I have a kid, I would definitely want them to be able to figure out what those roles are for them, but still be that teacher, that leader, to be able to help them figure out what that is for them. But for me, in terms of just being in a relationship, what I bring, or I think as a man, what you should be able to bring, at least from my own situation speaking, is I want to be a person that can provide for my partner. And that goes beyond just the financial parts, whether that's like providing a space for them where they can feel comfortable and confident to be able to come to me with their problems, talk to me, and get whatever they need to get off their chest, and having the mental bandwidth to actually retain all that information and still be able to like deal with it and give her solutions while on top of dealing with my own stuff as well too. And being a person that's I think a gentleman, like being a person that I can do the romantic stuff. I'm going out of my way to be able to show you that I care about you, I love you, and you should be treated like a queen. And then really like being empathetic, which is something I feel like I used to struggle with, was me being able to relate to other people. Like for me, it was just like I'm in my own little thing, and me just most of the time not even being emotionally available. It was always hard for me to like empathize with what other people are going through. But I really realized the more of like I've been learning about myself, like I've been able to really open up emotionally and tapping into my emotional intelligence. And so that's what I want to be able to provide for them as well too, just being that person that can empathize with what they're going through and provide them with solutions as well too. So yeah.
No, 100%. And I would honestly agree with everything. Like for me, even though like, you know, I don't think there is a definition on what a man is, or what their role in society is. Like, I do believe as men, we should shoulder a sense of responsibility.
100%.
Because, you know, one of the toughest things is to raise like good men and putting like, you know, good leaders of people into the world. You know, there's so many men that grow up without fathers, especially in the Black community. It's like, you know, one of the biggest things, it's like 60% of Black women in America are single mothers. And so I do think as men, there is a responsibility to be better men.
Yeah, because I think at the end of the day, like, you want to be an asset, not a liability.
100%.
Because at the end of the day, what are you going to be doing? What are you going to be providing? Like, if you were just a liability, you got nothing going for yourself, you have no drive, none of that sense of responsibility, then you're literally just a liability. You're
100%.
No hope for that society.
100%. And so even though there is no definition, there is responsibility.
100%.
You know, and so that's where like I see in terms of, you know, what a man is supposed to be. You're supposed to be responsible. You're supposed to be disciplined. You're supposed to be compassionate, loving, you know, nurturing, a leader, strong. There is a plethora of different things, but I think
you got to find out yourself.
Yeah, you got to find out yourself, and like within those certain aspects, you have to find what you're great at. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily about being great at specific things. It's about just being a comprehensive man, and that's something Jason Wilson talks about a lot in his books and his podcasts, where it is not enough to just be physically strong.
100%.
You know, it's not enough to even just be mentally strong. You have to be emotionally strong. You have to be spiritually strong. To be a comprehensive man, you have to understand compassion. You know, you have to understand how to, you know, like lead with love, but also be strong at the same time, right? Where you can, you know, the people around you feel safe, they feel strong, they feel protected, but at the same time, they also feel that sense of love, right? And so that's why, like, I truly do believe, like, we do have a responsibility to be leaders